Makefile. What is Makefile? Generally, what is Makefile means? Makefile is a one tool, you can say. Makefile is one tool. It is a tool or it is a software, you can say. It is used to reduce the compilation time. Compilation time. It reduces the compilation time. How it is going to reduce this compilation time? Makefile, how it is going to reduce the compilation time? Generally, please try to analyze when and where you are going to use. When and where you are going to use means please try to analyze all of you. Where I think all of you worked on multiple file compilation. In C language preprocessor or storage class specified while discussing, Guru sir discussed multiple file compilation. Yes or no? Multiple file compilation means here if you observe there is one file, is there a main file will be there, and here there is one more program will be there, and here one more program will be there, like that multiple files will be there. While compiling, C here assume main.c, then this is p1.c, this is p2.c, this is p3.c, like this. If the files are there, then we are going to compile cc main.c. It is depending on p1.c, p2.c, and p3.c. Like this, it is going to depend. So whenever you are providing like this, then only will get the output. Executable file. Yes or no? Will you agree this point? So whenever you are going for this, now try to analyze. So here what will happen? What will happen means assume you are going to take assume 4 files, then must and should you need to remember these 4 files. You need to provide on the command line cc main.c, p1.c, p2.c, p3.c. If 100 files are there, assume in 100 files, all the 100 files you need to provide here. P2 for p5.c, p6.c, like this. You need to provide 100 files you need to provide. That means user needs to remember all these files. First point, user needs to remember all the files. User needs to remember all the file names needs to remember. If 1 or 2 file names are there, easily you can understand, you can remember, but in real time, you are going to work in one project. The project is having multiple files will be there. The project is going to complete 6 months. The project is going to complete 1 year. The project is going to complete 2 years. There are group of persons will compile. Then how it is going to? If you're writing all the programs in one file, it is very difficult. If you're writing all the programs in multiple files, multiple file compilation, it is difficult. Why? Because user needs to remember the file names. Second thing. Second, the drawback if you are going for multiple file compilation, assume the code is working successfully, but you need to do small modification in this p1.c file. You are going to do small modification in p1.c file. If this file is modified, these files are not modified. If these files are not modified, then if I am compiling like this, assume in real time for compilation, it is taking 1 hour. Assume for compilation, I'm going to say one example. For compilation, assume it is going to take 1 hour time. Now 1 hour you compiled, compilation is successful. After 1 hour, you got executable file, you are executing, but you found a small bug. Small bug is there, I need to change the code. Whenever I'm changing the code, if I modified p1.c file, then if another files are not modified, if I'm compiling like this, again, it will take 1 hour. It is going to compile again 1 hour time it will take. Why? Because the code is modified in p1.c. If the code is modified in p1.c file, then remaining other files also you need to compile in multiple file compilation. But whenever you are going for makefile, what will happen? It will not compile all the files, only the modified file only it will compile. Makefile what it will do? Makefile what it will do? Makefile is going to make the file which is having only modification file. It will not compile main.c, it will not compile P2, it will not compile P3. Why? Because the files are not modified. First time it will compile all. First time it will take 1 hour. First time it will take 1 hour. But second time, whenever you modified the file, only the modified file only it will compile. Remaining files will not compile. So by using that, you can reduce the compilation time. You can reduce. So generally, Makefile is going to ask in interviews, and different companies, they will use their own tools they will use. But once you have the basic knowledge about this Makefile, then once you entered into the company, in companies, whatever the tools they are using, you can easily crack it. So what is the Makefile and how it is going to work? Now you can see. Now here, if you observe, I'm going to show you one presentation material I will show you. And whenever you have the free time, just go through that. So I'm going to share with this Makefile presentation with you in LMS after the class. You can go through this and you can work it on this. I will show you the program and basic information I will give. I will not give much more. Make utility. Yes, make utility and make file both are same. Am I clear? Make utility, or you can say Makefile, both are same. So this is the one we are going to use. So what we are going to do, you can see this is a multiple file compilation. Whenever you are taking main.c, print.c, header.h like this, whenever you are taking, while compiling in Linux environment, you will compile like this gcc, main.c and print.c you will take. Multiple file compilation is going to take like this. Main.c and dependent files you need to take. But whenever you are taking like this, in this, there are some drawbacks are there. What are the drawbacks? The drawbacks, if you observe here, you need to remember all the file names. User needs to remember all the file names. And every time it is going to take more time for recompiling. Compiling, no problem. Recompilation, whenever you are taking, it is going to take much more time it will take to reduce the time complexity and to reduce the time consuming purpose. We need to go for the concept that is make utility you need to take. Make utility is nothing but it is Makefile. So Makefile is nothing but it is building of and maintaining group of programs. That means automatically it is going to take care. So one of your friend asked one question, sir, even for SLL is also a Makefile, sir, because you didn't compile header.h. Sir, here you can see SLL dot, whenever we are going for single linked list, in the single linked list, what I am doing, I am writing only one program. I am not creating multiple files. I'm not creating multiple files. I didn't created. I created only one file. This is not Makefile. Makefile is process is different. I will let you know in this class. So now please try to analyze. Make is nothing but while compiling, you will compile CC, P1.c, P2.c like this. You will give, right? You now, whenever you are going for make utility, you should not give like this. You need to give the command make. You need to give for compilation purpose. You need to give like this make. If you are giving like this make, then it will compile the code. Make is the command you need to use. Whenever you use the command make, then it is going to compile our program. How it is going to compile? How it is going to compile means, then whenever you are going for this, you can observe here, there are some commands also is there. There are some options will be there. There are some targets will be there. There are so many things will be there. But right now, we don't want all these things. Basic information we are going to discuss how it is working and what is the use. Now you can see here, if you observe, These are the some -f for forceful, and -a means kill all compiler, all dependency files are going to link. Like that, there are so many things are there. So whenever you have free time, just to go through this. So you will have some what is that called, some flags will be there in this flag. This flag is used for deleting all the files and clearing purpose or printing purpose. Like that, there are so many things are there. Now you can observe here, whenever you are going for this make file, you need to create like this. This is the make file. You need to create one file. You need to create one file. The file name is make file. File name is make file you need to take. This is the file you need to create. Once you created this file, the file name is make file. Once you create it, then whatever the files you are taking, p1.c file, p2.c file, p3.c file, like this, whatever you are taking, all these files you need to write it here. You need to add in this file. So if you created p4.c, then this file you need to add here. p2.c, add it. p2, p1, all the files you need to add it here. Whenever you add in this file make file, then what will happen? Whenever you are compiling by using command make is a command. Am I clear? Now if you observe, whenever you given make is a command for compilation, internally compiler is this command. Whenever you are using, it is going to search for the file that is make file in our present directory. In present directory, make file is there. If it is there, it will open internally. It will open internally. After opening internally the file, it is going to check this, what are the files are there. Main.c file is there, print.c file is there, p1.c file is there, p2.c file is there. All these files it will compile, and it is going to generate object files. It will generate. After generating object files, then it is going to compile this, then finally it is going to give. We need to provide all the file names in one file, that is nothing but make file. Whatever the dependency files, generally you will write cc, p1.c, p2.c, p3.c, like this you will write, right? p1.c, p2.c, p3.c, like this you will write, right? In the same way, what you need to do, instead of giving like this p1.c file you need to add in make file, p2.c you need to add in make file, p3.c you need to add in make file. All the files you need to add in one file. That file name is make file. Whenever you given command make, compiler will search for this file and it will open, and it is going to compile this p1, p2, p3 files which are available in make file. Now what it will do, it is going to generate object files. It will generate. It is going to generate object files. .o file. .o is nothing but object file. All of you know about this. After assembler stage, you will get it this. After assembler stage, you will get this object file. You will get it. Now what compiler will do, whenever you are recompiling, then what will happen? It is going to check modification time. Every file will have modification file and access time. There are timings will be there. M time will be there. They will have C time. They will have A time. Like this, total 3 file timestamp will be there. Timestamp. This is the timestamp you will have. Access time, modification time, and creation time. Like that, there are 3 timestamps will be there. Am I clear? There are total 3 things will be there. Whenever you are taking 3 things, then what will happen? Compiler will check whatever the file modified and whatever the object file is created. It is going to compare the timestamp between modification and this one. If modification time is the recent one and the time object file which is created previously, whenever it is created, then what will happen? It will recompile that file. If modification time is not changed and whatever the time is there, that time is the object file creation time is greater, then what will happen? It will not recompile that. The file which is modified only it will compile. Why? Because it will recompile because of it is checking the timestamp of the files which is created object file and the file which is modified M time it will check. Internally, it is going to check the timestamp of that file, and according to that, it is going to recompile. So for that purpose, you need to go for the things you need to take. In this case, whenever you are writing, there are some rules are there. That is nothing but first you need to provide target, then dependency files you need to provide. Then whenever you are writing the command for execution, you need to write tab space is mandatory. You need to provide tab space is mandatory, and command you need to provide, and target and dependency files you need to write. And how to write, what is these things, all these things we'll discuss now. So these are the things I will share in LMS. You can just go through this and you can work it on this. Now please try to analyze. I will discuss the program now. After that, we'll close the session. Just 10 to 15 minutes it will take time. Just to try to analyze. After that, we'll discuss. Now you can see I'm going to create one directory. What is the directory? Project. One project I'm taking. CD space project. Then after taking the project, then what I'm doing, you can see I'm going to that particular thing. So you can observe here, I'm going for the files. This SLL program only I'm rewriting with multiple files I'm writing. Everyone is asking multiple files, right? Different programs. I'm going for that. Here, this is the folder project, but here if you observe, I'm going to take here you can see SLL is a file I've opened. I opened this SLL file. So whatever the things are there here, you can see here, you can see this function calls are there. Whatever the function calls are there, these function calls I'm going to write in one file. Only this function calls I'm writing. These all the function calls I'm going to write in the concept that is nothing but what one file I'm taking. So here the file name I'm changing. So here what I'm doing, you can see I'm going for the project. In this project, I'm saving this file name. I'm saving the file name is assume main.c. I'm taking main.c is the file name I'm taking, and I'm saving the code. Now you can see here, if you observe ls, there is one file is there, main.c file is there. In this main.c file, I'm going to take only the function calls. Apart from that, I'm not taking anything. Only function calls will be there. Why? Because this is the main file. Then after that, previously we have the header file. That header file also I'm going to copy. You can see header file is there in this. We have the header file. This is the rules are there in this. And in this main file, what is there? Function calls will be there. Only function call. Where the function definitions are there, function definitions are available in different files are available. Function definitions are available in different files. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to create one file. What is the file I'm going to create? Just I will close this. If you observe here, sorry. If you observe here, where is that? I think it is gone.